The LG French door refrigerator looks great on the outside, but is very disappointing on the inside. The fridge interior comes with 4 height adjustable shelves, 3 fruit and vegetable bins, and a glide and serve drawer. To adjust the shelf, you'll just pull it up slightly, lift it out of the hole, move it to the desired height, and then just pop it back into the hole again. One of the shelves is also a folding shelf that you can just slide back for tall bottles or tall items. So this is probably one of the most annoying things, is that I can't stand up a 2-litre bottle in this fridge anyway. I have to lay it down. And if I use the folding shelf, then the bottle still sits very awkwardly. It sits right on the edge here, and it also takes away shelf space. So it doesn't really leave me with a lot of room to put something else there. And the other thing is, if you want to open the glide and serve drawer, you have to open both of the doors to be able to pull out the glide and serve, and also this middle vegetable drawer as well. So the vegetable drawers are fairly small, they're not deep at all, and we sometimes struggle to get everything inside these drawers. So we really have to pack everything into these drawers. And then you have these humidity control sliders on either side for your fruit and veggies. And since we can't fit everything into the fruit and vegetable drawers, we're having to utilize the glide and serve drawer for some of our salads and fruits and things that just won't fit in the vegetable drawers. And again, they can only be items probably just as deep as this box of strawberries here. So unfortunately, I'm finding the organization and the ease of access a little bit disappointing with this fridge. And I don't think you can really see here, but so you have the option here to select either meat, deli or produce. So this fridge comes with the Instaview feature, and again, it's just another gimmick to me. It's hardly ever used by us. And inside the door, you'll have 3 removable bins, fairly decent sized. They're removable, but they're not height adjustable. And then right at the bottom, you have this very small, narrow bin. And looking at it stocked, I mean, you can only get 1 carton of milk on each shelf here, and you cannot get in a 2-litre bottle on either of these shelves. You can only get in a 1-litre bottle, again, which is also quite disappointing. And this bottom shelf at the bottom, like I said, it's very small, and you can only get in very slim, small items. And luckily for us, we just have these sticks of butter and cheese. So taking a look at the fridge door from the main fridge door, you can just open up the other side of the door if you realize that there is something on the inside of the door. And then you have these 3 huge LED lights, so it's nice and bright. So on the other side of the door, you have 3 bins, and you also have this super slim ice bucket, which is hidden very nicely there. The ice bucket comes with metal blades, so there's less chance of them damaging easily, and the blades won't wear out as quick. Just pull on this lever to open it, and there you see the cubed ice in there. And you'll just close it and push the lever back in. Okay, so moving on to the freezer now. Let's start with this pull-out drawer. So it's fairly medium sized. It has a movable bucket that you can just move from side to side. And then you have this glide and serve drawer. It's not very deep, so it's mostly for flat items. And then you have these 2 fairly deep bins. So I'm just going to show you from the side here the depth of them. So you can see the glide and serve drawer is mostly for storing flat items or items that will lay down. And then this pull-out drawer is a fairly decent size, and what I've done with this little bin here is I've just put in all these little small containers with frozen food for my little kids. So that comes in handy for that. And so what I've done here is I've bought these baskets from the dollar store, and I'm using them as a divider inside these 2 deep bins, because I was finding that thing was kind of getting buried underneath and it was just very hard for me to pull stuff out. So I kind of made my own dividers. And unless you have a huge tub of ice cream, I think it would be worth it. But to have 2 really deep bins, I don't think that was a really good idea. Okay, so moving on to the outside of the fridge, you have your water dispenser, and you have the option to have cubed ice or crushed ice. So if I just show you with the light on, this is the cubed ice, and if I change it to the crushed ice, and there we have the crushed ice. So the panel on front is fairly easy to use. You have your refrigerator and your freezer temperature controls. Then you have your smart grid and Wi-Fi. You have your water filter button, your ice on off button, light on off button, and you also have a door alarm which you can turn off if you don't want it to sound, or you can lock the panel so that if you have any small kids around the house, they don't keep pressing the buttons. But locking the panel also means that the water dispenser and the ice maker will not work. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Please don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for more reviews, tips and tricks.